Support LaneSide. Get something cool. All right, here we are with our speed dominant / rev challenged old guy Wayne Porter.
Yeah, and he's bowling on the high friction house shot.
And that ball's pretty.
Yeah.
It
looks nice.
It does look nice. It is the new Paragon Shadow from Track. And you know why it's so pretty?
What?
I think it's the first ball they've made in like a year that's not blue.
That could be true. I did like the color combination on this one.
It is really pretty.
It's like smoky.
Our pour, I don't think that the advertising photos do justice to the pours. It's really kind of a smoky, cool color. Now this is weird.
It's one way to put it.
We weren't expecting this.
No.
So we got the Criterion Hybrid a while back.
Yes.
And that thing was fabulous.
Yeah.
And now we're getting a Paragon Hybrid that used the cover that wasn't on the... That is the Criterion, but isn't the Criterion?
It's the hybrid version of the cover that was on the original Criterion.
Okay, so that was the QR12 solid. This is the hybrid
version, yeah.
So that means this is also HK22C.
Yes, it is.
Oh, more citrus.
I walked in and that's all I could smell.
Now, I don't say this often, but your dad is smoking this ball.
Yeah, he threw it really well. We just got him a little bit further. Obviously, it's not a benchmark ball.
It could be for him, though.
Well,
honestly.
Yeah.
Because, like, you look at that core, 250 something?
Yeah.
256 015, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
5.3. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a ball that, in theory, like.
I mean, look at the carry.
Oh!
Yeah.
He's able to play kind of in the middle of the lane there.
Yeah.
In the oil.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. Well, it's got the proven iBlock core, right?
Yes.
This is the third version, the 3.0.
Now that's the one with the fat ball in the middle, right?
Yeah, it's fatter than the original. Like the original iBlocks are a little bit skinnier. They've widened them out to make them a little bit more, I guess, asymmetric. I don't know, beefy. Yeah. So
and it's created a lot of performance.
Yeah.
Now we loved the other Paragons.
Yes.
But we weren't expecting a hybrid, were we?
No.
And this combination of HK22C, look at it.
See it roll. It's
just
so
lays
well.
in.
Yeah.
Like he was Brooklyn from his benchmark.
Yeah.
He moved 4 boards and he's just in the pocket.
The money, yeah.
For you players who have a little bit more oil in the middle and don't want to play up the side, but don't want to get super deep.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. This ball is going to work for you.
This is pretty nice. Like, your dad has kind of looked like his old self.
Yeah, and the finish on it is so interesting because it's 500, 1500. So not even the typical 500, 2000. Right?
And there's no compound on it.
Yeah, no compound. So you're getting a real good grip on the core. Yeah, see, the cover you're using all the cover because it's not a big jump to knock the tops off. So it's a little bit smoother. So it's getting a little bit further down, but it's taking advantage of it being. So it's right now it's leaning on the solid side of the
smoother
hybrid.
side. Yeah.
Which means you can do so much with it if you wanted to. But
look how controlled it was for him. And we say this a lot. You see the ball deflect to the right for him, especially with symmetrics.
Yeah.
That ball really continued. For him.
And that's what I mean. It's really impressive that it can get as far down the lane it can with that much surface.
Now look how straight that was.
Yeah.
That is your classic speed dominant / rev challenge player.
Yeah.
Look at the difference.
You can see he's way inside. Now he's outside. Boom.
Yeah. Now I put them a little bit apart so you guys could see them. It's not that this one was so super duper early.
Yeah.
I made a little bit of difference in so
the
you can
time,
actually see the motion of it.
Yeah.
I like this better as a benchmark ball when he's got a little bit of oil because they're basically. It's funny they both go out over the third arrow, but in much different trajectories.
Yeah. different launch angles for sure.
Absolutely.
But you can see, like, down here you can see, too, like, if you didn't delay it a little bit, it would be hard to see once we get it down the lane where it was, because they'd just be right on top of each other.
So you can see he hit right over 14 there.
Yeah.
Like dead 14. Straight to the pocket, right to left. As you said, watch the difference.
Yeah.
Price is the difference. Same place.
We've got so much further.
Yep. Those ones I lined up so you can kind of see.
Yeah.
More motion, more angle of entry. Yeah. More angle of entry means more strikes.
Yeah. You can see it in super slow mode.
So regular wane speed. But just watch where it goes. Same place. 14.
Yeah.
Dead on. Just different launch angles.
Yeah. Perfect.
I really like this. With the surface, every part of this.
Yeah.
This is perfect for your speed dominant player.
Yes.
I love this ball. You're not speed dominant, though.
No.
You are matched up. And, kiddies, you're going to want to sit down for this one.
Oh, look how high that hit. But it's so good carry.
That's the dynamic core.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got dot, dynamic core, which is very easy for the eye block, because it's not much different from the top to the bottom.
That's right.
We're just going to put the pin down here instead of up here, and we're all good.
But it gives that extra coefficient of restitution, all that energy back.
Yeah.
That would have been a 4.9 for you most of the time. So, knowing that, because, I mean, that was so much on the front door. It was in the back door.
Yeah.
Like, let's move you a little bit here. Let's move you, let's say 4 boards.
Yes.
And see what this thing can do.
You can see, still playing up the back. Got a little bit tighter. Oh, wow. That was so good.
Yep.
But it was still pretty tight.
Very tight. For you, with this surface on it, this is going to be for your heavier volume, your longer oil. Because you'll see with a lot of those longer patterns, they don't have oil outside of usually 12 to 10 board. So you have to play it really tight in that 15, which is right where you were there.
Yeah.
This would be perfect for starting on the lane.
Yeah.
Now look.
A little bit wider this time.
A little bit wider.
Oh, that's okay.
Throw it better.
Yeah.
I told you to strike.
Well, that was like 3 and 3 all the way down the lane.
Oh, yeah.
From the last one. So.
But you have a lot of area to miss now.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I could have kept my mark where it was and put it out there, it still would have came back and carried.
Yep.
Right. That's all it was. But that's the thing. Like I said, I've always matched well with any of these eye block cores.
Yes.
And I didn't get to throw them a lot when we first came out. Anytime I did, though, I really enjoyed it.
They roll well for you. You tend to like bigger, heavier cores, stuff that...
Look at this one.
You can get to roll.
Oh.
Come on!
Oh.
Yeah, you can see there, it's got some hook. You get it to the... You got to keep it in the oil.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, even these misses are still solid 9 counts.
Yep. Thank you, Dynamic Core.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing is 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9.
What are you, German now?
I can get a 190 when I'm struggling.
That's
and then
fine.
Accidentally throw a couple strikes in there, then,
that's how
I'm in the pluses.
That's how people won the U.S. Open for years.
Yeah.
Shoot 190 and squeak out a 210, and suddenly you're leading the field.
Yeah.
Now, we just made a little move to you here to get you back into the oil.
There it is.
And these are simple little moves. Yeah. I think for this ball, maybe 500, 2,000, or maybe just hit this 515, 2,000.
Yeah.
Just to get a little bit more mid lane and a little less early.
Yeah. I like the 500, 2,000. That's why I was really surprised.
500, 1,500?
Yeah, like...
Very unusual.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Well, every other 500, 1,500 that we've seen has had compounded.
Yeah. So it's unique, but like I said, it's got a lot of room to play with, right?
Yep.
Look at this one. I mean, I haven't missed the pocket.
No.
Right? So that was really nice. So it's just, I got to get a little bit deeper in the oil. So if I want to play where I was playing before, surface change.
Yep. You wonder if somebody was walking down the line when these came out before they polished them and went, "Ooh, that looks nice."
Yeah.
I wonder what that roll's like. Because it is very unusual.
Yeah.
Every hybrid that we've seen that's 500, 1500.
Yeah.
That's
all
compound
on. Yeah, easy.
And now here we are with the bonus. This is at 2000.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a little bit, well, supposedly a little bit more mid lane, but this has such a small core compared to the Paragon.
Yeah. You're going to see a difference.
You're going to see a big difference.
Well, and that's the other thing I think about it. It's I like the starting cover on this one.
Yep.
Like I said, it might be a little bit strong for me. See the difference here? It just spins up.
It gets to about the same spot down lane, about the same break point, but is much more continuous.
Yeah. And the reason I like this is because it doesn't have the compound on it.
Yeah.
Because it's easier to manipulate and get it back to what you thought you really liked at the start. Sometimes I find with stuff with the compound on it, I might put a little too much compound on, or a little not enough, or I don't have access to a spinner, or something like that.
So you're not getting the consistency.
Yeah. Right? Where this one, okay, 500, 1500.
Yeah, you can just slap a 500, 1500 and bowl.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. If you're just going to do it for the tournament you're on, like last time you took it up to 4,000.
Yep.
This time you can get it back to 500 for now, and then when you can get back to a spinner, you can put it there, and so it's a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
Right.
You can see from the low level here, like once it matches up, it's just more continuous at the pins. It gets there, and it's probably 10 feet in the exact same spot.
Yeah, and but it is at the 8-pin, the side of the 8-pin, which means it can bounce back and get that 9 out just easy.
Yeah, now watch it again here in slow motion. You can see right there it matches up, and then it doesn't leave until it hits the 8-pin. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
All right. Now, here's the unfortunate part. All that surface, I got to throw it now. If there's one thing that I don't like,
it's surface.
It's surface. However, I'm not going to lie, I was so impressed watching you guys throw this ball. I had super duper high hopes for myself.
Well, I won't, Brooklyn.
And then I threw it. There's no way from my benchmark spot I can get this ball down lane. I have to change my launch angle. Like most two-handers on a house shot, 500, 1500 is probably going to be way too much surface.
You guys just create that out in the air. Never mind, it's when it comes off your hand, it's already spinning that much faster, right? So.
I think the air warms up around it.
Yeah. Whoa, that even was worse.
Yeah. Like you can see I changed my rotation trying to push it down lane. I got like 2 feet.
Yeah. And then it
turned sideways.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was way more angular. Like we've talked about in the past videos, the more you come around the side, the more angular it's going to be.
So there's no point. I have to make a move on this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make a jump 10 boards left.
So this one, I think you're hitting at 500, 1500, 2000 and polish.
That was a 10 board move. Same break point.
Maybe.
For you two-handers, I think I really like this one at 1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't need it to be 4,000 to really speed up the reaction time.
No.
This thing is, the QR is quick response.
Yeah.
It's going to see the friction.
And then it's got the HK22C, which is for cohesion.
Yeah. So, I want distance, but I don't want to sacrifice how it's going to corner. Because I'm going to open the lanes up with it. We talk about a ball that you can throw to a friction point. This ball makes its own friction point at this surface.
Yeah. You see how deep you are now. You're playing the left side of the lane.
Yeah.
Which, for me would be interesting to see if you could continuously do that, how much the lefties would get messed up.
Lefties. Think about the poor righties who have to transition into that.
Nobody gets that deep when they're right-handed. Come on.
I'm going to move left. I'm going to make a 2-board move left. I'm going to make a 2-board move left. I have to make a 30-board move left now. Yeah. No, has to make a surface change on this for me. I like the motion. I love the Paragons.
Yeah.
When I threw them, when they first came out, I threw it one-handed.
Yeah.
It was my ball. Look, I've come around that ball.
See the color flip?
Yep.
That one was really impressive. You could see it. It was down there. As soon as it hit that friction, it just went over top and was going end over end.
I tried to throw that at 90 degrees rotation to try to get the maximum amount of distance out of it.
Oh, my.
Yeah. For you players on high-friction surfaces,
yes,
we talk about throwing the ball out of box, seeing what it looks like.
Yeah.
If you're two-handed, you don't have to worry about throwing it out of box and knowing what this thing's going to do. It's going to hook in the air.
Yeah.
Go ahead and change that surface. Even just, as Nick always says, just put compound on it.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't get it farther out.
Yeah.
I can't get it to cross the lane. It's so heavy.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. Here I am left-handed. Here's Trebor. And you can see, like...
Booyah.
The amount of rotation I have to put on it. It's just a surface change. Surface. Surface change, I could roll this thing forward.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a monster.
Yeah. Because one trick about coming around the side of it is if you find a spot that you're rolling it forward really well, like that, as the lanes break open and the heads are getting a little chewed up, then that's when you slowly start putting more tilt on it. And that way you can play the same area and just... Because you're not going to get it to go down as far because you just want it to go further than what it is now.
Yep.
So...
Because you can see, versus the Rattler here, just watch how early it is in comparison. Like, I know I've sped up the response of the ball, the response speed, by coming around it.
Yeah.
When it sees friction, it's going to...
Well, it's going to go,
Yeah. But look how early it sees the friction. Right there.
Yeah.
The Rattler went farther down from
it.
It needed to go out farther, too, to find friction. It just makes friction on its own.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I mean. It's probably one of the strongest covers I've seen in years.
Oh, yeah.
Like with the surface prep and everything to it, like that surface prep is ridiculous. Like, we stopped doing covers at 500 a long time ago. But, I mean, I've rarely ever seen one like without compound or anything on it. Like this. Yeah.
This is insane. Like, for summer, this ball might be too much.
Yeah.
When winter comes, oh Lord, this ball is going to be good.
Yeah. I can't wait to throw it in the cold months.
Yeah, when the
just
oil...
get a little bit more right, and that's when my average starts going back up again.
That's right. The oil gets a little bit more viscous.
Yeah.
Oh. Not me, though. But look at how quickly that thing...
Yeah.
You could see the color flip, like you were saying.
Yeah.
It stood up.
Yeah. It's that core got to lie itself down and just roll.
Yeah. This thing is a paragon of hook, a paragon of friction. It's a lot. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a show. So until next time, guys, we'll see you LaneSide.